Fear the Walking Dead's almost gone. What's going on, guys? We were talking Fear the Walking Dead. We got one more episode left. We have one more episode left, and I gotta say, how do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about the overall season, the first season of Fear the Walking Dead? Granted, we have one more episode left. I should wait, until that episode concludes, but I think I could make a judgment right now, honestly. I think it's not very, it doesn't, I guess the best way to describe it, it doesn't really go anywhere. And if it does go somewhere, we already know what's going to happen. So I'm a little disappointed in the show. It does have, I think it does have the elements to be a great show. However, it's not bad by all means, but it's not good. It's really neutral. It's really right there where, there's some things you could pick from it, but to be a great show, to be one of the most fantastic shows of whatever, just to be up in the top, the top, be in top form, I really set the bar high because we had a Breaking Bad, because we have a Sons of Anarchy. Even The Walking Dead, even though I keep saying that some of the seasons are just not as good and some of the episodes are not as good, it still sustains my interest. It still sustains it does what it needs to do. It has characters you love. It has stories you could follow. It has villains that you could really get behind, even though they're not as violent as maybe the comics per se. But as you see from The Walking Dead, Season 6, we're already on Season 6, and this is probably I think it's one of the most hyped seasons because everything is falling into place. We have characters returning, we have villains that seem just really nasty, no holds bars. I think, honestly, we do not know what's going to happen with these characters, and that's the beauty of the writing, and that's the beauty of not it's going somewhat the same route as the comic book series, but we still don't know. There's still characters that should be there but are not there. But we're talking Fear the Walking Dead, and this is a spinoff that we didn't know what we're going to get. We knew that, okay, first we're going to learn about what caused this whole thing. Second, we're going to get introduced to new characters, and we're going to have a new setting. And even with the new setting, and even with these new characters, the characters are not that interesting. They're bland. There's a few characters you could pick out of, and you know what? I'm going to let you guys decide which characters you think you have the most interest in, and I have the characters that I'm the most interested in. I told you guys I like the barber. I believe his name's Daniel. I like Eliza. I think she's doing, at least she's doing something. Nick, I was interested in kind of in the beginning, but then he's kind of gotten annoying. Travis he's not that interesting to me, honestly, and it's kind of a shame, honestly. The setting, LA, Los Angeles, you'd think, you could do so much with having a big city other than, The Walking Dead having like a small town or like, being in the forest and stuff. You could do a lot with the big city. A lot more people. I mean, if you read any zombie book, they will tell you, do not be in the city if this outbreak is happening. Get the fuck away from there. Get away from there. But they don't take advantage of that. And granted, it is just the first season. Granted, they want to see how people react. But that's the problem with Fear the Walking Dead. They don't go balls to the wall. They don't take risks. They don't take chances. They kind of just play it safe. And that's not what you want from a spin-off series, especially when you're overshadowed by The Walking Dead. Now, I think season 2, I think they will learn by this and they will correct some of their mistakes and make it a little bit more interesting. I think the finale looks like the most interesting episode of the whole series. It looks like there's going to be a lot to happen, a lot where these characters are going to be put in. But I think the writing itself needs to be better. I think some of the lines that are delivered through the season is not too bad. They're not the dialogue is not too bad. It's okay. It's sometimes though it's kind of cookie cutter. Sometimes you heard this dialogue before, but honestly, there's some lines in there you could take out of. There, like Gotham, you could take out some Gotham lines that are actually kind of creative, actually kind of good. Fear the Walking Dead, it has been kind of disappointing. Yeah, I didn't have too high expectations. I did state that this has potential of being one of those great shows. It could overshadow The Walking Dead. Every show that premieres has that opportunity. But honestly, I'm getting more enjoyment out of Empire than I'm doing Fear the Walking Dead. I'm looking forward to Empire than Fear the Walking Dead. And it could be like interest in what I like and this and that. But I love The Walking Dead. And I did have hopes for Fear the Walking Dead, but just not too high. But it's still a little bit disappointing, and it just seems like it's something I've seen before. It just seems like there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing really new to it. We already know we don't need to know the cause of the outbreak. We don't need to know. We don't need to know if it was airborne but we don't need to know the exact reason why everybody is turning. We don't need to know that. That's the beauty of it. That's like, especially, how about with Yoda? We don't need to know his prequel. For example, Yoda, we don't need to know where he came from, this and that. We just know that he is a Jedi. He's one of the most powerful Jedi. He's the most, he's a little badass. We don't need to know. We just know, we could trust him. He trains Luke. With Fear the Walking Dead, they haven't, come across that yet, but it just takes so long for the characters to finally light bulb, get it, that they're in a situation that, shit, man, look at all this chaos. And even in a chaos, I don't really see any motherfuckers getting eaten. I don't really see any motherfuckers I don't see no Planet of the Apes style 2, I'm saying, Rise of Planet of the Apes. Dawn of Planet of the Apes. I don't see no Dawn of Planet of the Apes type stuff. I don't see zombies versus humans as much as I want to. Dude, low budget films do a better chance of just let's just give them this. And I'm not saying you throw that in there a lot, because I do love dialogue. I do love characters and interesting characters and them having to think their way or having conversations with other characters. But you do need that little, this is a zombie apocalypse. There's not going to, if you've seen the Scorch Trials, I thought they did a great job with that. It reminded me of I Am Legend. That's a little downfall, but it wasn't I Am Legend. It was a lot better. It reminded me also of JJ Sriracha pointed this out. Reminded him of 28 Weeks Later. And 28 Weeks Later is probably the best example. That film just really showcases the danger of these zombies. And honestly, I mean, a lot of people are turning, right? So they should be at their most dangerous, because this is the first time zombies are turning. And if you read any zombie books, they will tell you the fresher the zombie is and the more athletic and built they are, they should sustain their attributes. They should be able to run fast and this and that. If a bigger guy got bitten, of course he's going to be slow. So there should be different. They should showcase definitely different kind of aspects to a zombie, a walker. But we don't. I just feel like they're dropping the ball on that. I don't know if they'll do something in season 2. This is only season 1. I mean, it's just season 1. It's done its job. It got me interested, but it's kind of losing me. It's kind of losing me. But we'll see how season 2 does. And I just want to know what your guys' thoughts, because you know my thoughts. You know how I feel about this, and I just spoke on how I feel about this, and I made some points. But I'm pretty sure you guys are a lot smarter than me. You guys definitely, I want to hear what you guys have to say. I've already read some great points about what they feel, a lot of my subscribers feel about this series, and I gotta agree with a lot of their points. I mean, they make some solid points. Like I said, comment below, and I will always reply to your comment, unless it doesn't show up, and I'm sorry I'm late for the comment. But yes, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. This video is for you guys more than me. I mean, it's Fear the Walking Dead. We have one more episode left. But I wanted to do it before that, because, I can honestly sit here and kind of already feel like, this is how I'm feeling right now. This is how I'm feeling leading up to the finale. So thank you guys for listening. I'm Danny Maniac, Danny's son. Remember to subscribe, like the video if you like it, and like I always say, comment below. I will always answer back. Till next time, guys. Till next time we talk Fear the Walking Dead. Bye, guys.